team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Nebraska's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Here comes the heat. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. It's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They punt it away on fourth down. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lawrence. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Finding open areas. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Split backs here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Play number 9 on this drive. Here we go. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got some momentum to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The snap sets up to throw. Finds a man on the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. And an out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Hunt is in the air. And the returner goes down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line is doing their job.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle. It's Gauze. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Right on the money. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we...
And it's his 4th interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in...
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys.